Map 4. It didn't seem like it was going to happen. TSM were bested on Split. It was the first Battleground that we saw. It's a Battleground that we thought that TSM had every edge. 100 Thieves proved them wrong, but just as 100 Thieves proved TSM wrong, I think the same thing just happened on Ascent. Ascent is a map, Sean, where typically 100 Thieves are extremely good and they've had their best results against a team like TSM in the past. So for TSM to win that in such fashion sets us up really nicely going into Haven.
Yeah, these teams have met twice now on Haven. I think they've split 1-1, and they both... The second was actually quite close. And if I remember correctly, there was a ridiculous 4-on-2 that TSM lost on the A site that I'm sure they are shooting themselves in the foot for, to this day, right? Because that was crazy. The way they pushed Spawn on Hiko. That's probably sitting in their minds right now saying, hey, let's not do anything like that again. But this is going to be a barn burner of a map because what we've seen from 100 Thieves, all the little gimmicks Steel has created around Garage, around A, using all of his Cypher cages. Oh, man. But then on the other hand, TSM, we haven't even seen them play Haven in this playoff bracket. So they could have tricks up their sleeves. This used to be their home map.
Yeah, they definitely, I feel like the first team in North America to truly figure out how to play this map, how that kind of Counter-Strike-y default style on an attack can really help you abuse and manipulate the rotations to give yourself the best timings and to have all the advantages. But, everybody's caught up. We're looking at a team, 100 Thieves, that has a lot of Counter-Strike knowledge and expertise, and they've really pushed that to a new level. And against T1, Sean, who is another team that has loads of Counter-Strike knowledge, which really benefits a map like Haven, we saw 100 Thieves play very well. And going into this agent select by Verizon, who are we looking at to be the performance here for either side?
I think when we've previously seen, 100 Thieves on this Haven map, Nitro and Steel have just had so much success. Nitro on the flanks, Steel, on the solo lurks. Dicey had been absent on Haven previously, so if he shows up in this game, I feel like 100 Thieves could just take it. Yeah, how do you feel? Who do you think is the people to look out for?
I think, Asana's definitely a big one. The amount of space that he was creating in pretty much every single game that we've seen of him so far in this playoff bracket, it's kind of insane. And it really, to me, like he seems like this tank that can just roll through positions, whether he's playing Reyna, whether he's playing Phoenix, he's able to create so much space for his team, which is really important. And that's going to force rotations. And he's so good at winning 1v1s as well and opening up the team, getting those key first bloods to allow them to then really, because that's something that really helps the in-game leader play that mid-run out to success. So I say, Asuna, for me, for 100 Thieves, is going to be a key element in their success if they are to have success on Haven here.
Oof. Get this early round setup. Early into this freeze time, it looks like a very quick C hit's going to come in. And I'm curious to see if Cutler's Recon is going to reveal stuff here, because typically that Sova on C gets all of this info.
All right, guys, we're about to kick it off. This is map 4 between both TSM and 100 Thieves here for the Grand Finals, best of 5 Grand Finals for First Strike North America. And TSM, they're looking like they are poised to run it all the way back to that 5th map. We'll have to see. As you said, Sean, it looked like that initial C-long pressure was coming in, but we've got 100 Thieves. They're rotating back around here, and they may be going straight into Steel. Oh my God, Subrosa. He has Steel's number. That looked way too easy.
Yeah, and you could see Cutler's Recon did ping several players over at the C site, and that caused the A push to come in from Subrosa and Hayes. Great reaction between those two players.
And there's the finally, Subrosa is bested by none other than perhaps his counterpart on the other team, Asuna, on that Phoenix. There's that hot hand straight to spawn. You can see that denies Hayes any way to get forward position out of that choke point, which allows a full site take, and it also allows great post-plant positions to enable 100 Thieves to have the strongest defense that they can. 4 versus 4, though.
I think Hayes will only have one dark cover for the retake. He'll have the paranoia that's going to cut across the site. That'll blind Dicey. These hell battles are everything on this retake right here.
And Nitro's looking for a timing here. There goes the paranoia. There goes the curveball. Nitro dodges one, but looks straight into the other one. Drone makes his way forward with the ghost. He is knocking down heads. It is looking very scary right now as Drone pushes further and further into the site. Oh, the shock dust huge from Hiko. There goes the hot hands. Dicey can't press forwards, but Hiko, he takes down everyone.
What in tarnation, Dan? The shock dart comes in from Hiko to save the day again. And then following it up with 2 frags. It looked like TSM's retake was just too strong for 100 Thieves. The Sova main.
Oh my god.
It back.
How much damage did that one shock dart do? Did that hit 3 players? It looked like that hit 3 players, Sean.
Insane. That was
Hiko
insane.
On this Sova has been a revelation for me in this 100 Thieves run so far, but we'll have a couple sheriffs out here for TSM in a response on this eco rounds. So Brozer and Drone, the duelists respectively. Triple duelist here for TSM.
You can see TSM has taken all these close quarter fights. They're playing close short A, they're playing up in garage, they're playing all these angles that favor, you know, the burst classic, the shorty. And that's a massive find early in this round. Here comes the B hit though.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to retake the B site without a lot of utility, and they're a triple duelist, so not a lot of smokes to play with. Nice run by Dicey. Able to, ooh, that's a little bit late. Oh my god, Dicey goes down. That's a big problem. 2 versus 2 here. Drone still has that sheriff in hand. It just takes a couple headshots. That's all it takes here, and Drone is the man to deliver them here for TSM. Tries to dodge the drone. Drone dodging the drone. And Hiko, if he gets that tag, he can opt to go for the Hunter's Fury if he really wants to finish this one off. He's not going to do it though. There's a hot hands. Drone looking to get it halfway at least, but in all of the time that Drone was dodging the drone, Nitro got position on his flank.
Gun here.
Wow. Very good, you know, reorganization right there by TSM, for lack of a better word. They fell down early, they quickly reacted, took the B site, got the spike down, repositioned into garage. They did a lot of things to push the issue when they were down members that round. Very costly though. And Wardell, here he is already on the operator, and he's going to play A. He's going to get aggressive on short A with Drone.
Glass cannon operator, love to see that. The confidence there from him, of course, always ever confident with the operator.
Oh, this is going to be so difficult for Hayes because, like you mentioned, Hiko has this Hunter's Fury. The C site is so susceptible to these pops when the Sova ult is in play.
But right now, TSM have deep A lobby information, so they can cheat all their way to the C site. They know what's coming here. Hayes, oh, able to dodge it just barely. That's very close. Hayes will stay alive, and that's so important, Sean. He has the paranoia still in his hands, so him not going down could make the difference in a successful retake versus a non-successful or successful retake as we look for TSM to coordinate themselves around this site. And again, they had early information as to what was up, given the fact that they had that forward push on A lobby just earlier in the round, and here they go now. Paranoia comes through, blinds Asuna, Drone takes him down. Nitro has to have a good performance here, backside. He gets traded out, 3 versus 2 in favor of TSM. 100 Thieves stuck all the way down C long to try to defend this. Wardell is tapping the defuse there, trying to pressure them for the peaks. The peaks are coming, and Dicey's the one to get the frags. It's up to Sabrosa now, and there's not too much left to be done in this position. There's no time for the defuse. It was a good effort, but 100 Thieves hold on to it.
Wow. Dicey with the cloudburst on the corner of that little pocket in long C might have just won the round. I don't even know if he did it on purpose, but you know what? It caused the TSM players to get off of the spike, focus on the long area, and that bought just enough time for Hiko to slip away.
So close for TSM there. And back onto the save again. This is how they started Ascent as well. 100 Thieves had like the perfect, few attacking rounds to open up the map. It looks like it might be the case here as well. Aggressive towards B as well as short A and long here for TSM. Wardell pops the knives. He does have some armor as well, though he'll lose some of that. Some shield. Running back is there for Drone. They're really making it difficult here. TSM are having to use a lot of utility here to hold onto these positions, and it doesn't look like 100 Thieves will be held at bay for too much longer. Still goes forwards, trying to get the cam out there, trying to get some info. Cutler able to stop one. Wardell with the knives, able to dodge around. Oh, the classic, the classic! Does it against Steel, and now it's just Hiko. Again, how many times are we going to see just Hiko in the clutch? I don't even want to know what the numbers are for his success rate in these clutches, 1 versus 2. He's got 50 seconds. He's going to reset it, Sean.
Yeah, and I believe he saw the paranoia come through from Hayes. He got the recon tag on Sabrosa. He knows both these players are at A, and he is booking it to the C-bomb site right now. This is going to be a free plant, and he is going to have a lot of time to work with to find a position. This is a 50-50 1-on-2, Dan.
It's going to be interesting to see how deep he goes, because he can't know precisely how the other players have played this. Have TSM gone to B in anticipation of a rotation from Hiko? You know, he can't go too far. He's decided to play C long. That makes a lot of sense, Sean, if he has some shock dart lineups, which he most likely does for this. That could make the difference. He has got full shock darts available. He's got the recon dart available as well. Full health, a Vandal. It's looking quite good for Hiko in this setup. It's going to be very hard here for Sabrosa and Hazed. Hiko, great timing on the first dart there into... Oh, he's actually going to catch that. He actually landed that straight in a dark cover, but there's the trade from Sabrosa. He's going to be able to get the defuse in the nick of time. I actually cannot believe that, one, Hiko landed that recon so perfectly, and two, that trade came in just as swiftly.
Yeah, the thrifty from Playzilla coming in. I agree. I thought, you know, Hayes would make the mistake of smoking C long, and then Hiko would recon behind that smoke. When they smoked the spike itself, I was like, oh, this is tragic for Hiko. He stuck that dart in the dark cover from that distance.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, that was close.
Oh man, that is impressive. But you know, Hiko's actually 8 for 1 right now. He's really killing it on these in these rounds early on. But the story could change here. TSM picking up their first round on Haven. There's that drone. Run it back. He's so good at this. Annihilate Steel. Oh god, it gets worse. 400 Thieves. Drone is running straight through them. Now here comes the push onto the C side. They knew that they had to do something in response to that the horrific aggression towards the A side of the map. Dicey has position on C, but the spike is in A lobby.
Yeah, when you hear drones running back at A, you just immediately call the C strat, right? Jeez Louise, he destroyed Steel and Nitro.
He is so good, man, at those aggressions. But Sabrosa actually lurking beyond that position. It's unfortunate. They don't have to do too much here, TSM. They've got that spike under control. That might give an opening here, because Asuna can potentially get to this. He just has to win a one fight.
Wow, that is a massive find by Hayes, because I was just going to say, you know, getting a frag and attacker spawn opens things up for Dicey. Hayes rotating a garage, takes out Asuna, and he has just stabilized the round completely for
30
TSM.
seconds left.
Hiko once again looking to do some damage. Oh, nice. Bit of pre-fire there from Hayes. Hiko still gets the kill, though. Excellent work just to keep the damage on, keep the pressure on to his opponents. Trying to get some cheeky shock darts to land. Hiko with a good sense as to what's going on, but there's really too much to handle. And man, that is one of the reasons why Drone to me is so incredibly good. It has been so many Haven games where I've seen him do this, pop the run it back, convert so many kills out of it. It's so good at disrupting a default from a team, because he can just bully you away from that position.
Yeah, he just takes A main at the start of the round every time. And, you know, getting that back late, like you mentioned, so difficult. I mean, in order to get that back late in the round, you might have to use the Owl Drone or something like that. And that's a big, you know, ask out of your Sova.
Get out of my way.
This round, 100 Thieves might be posturing for a B hit, though. Everyone focusing on the center of the map. Steals Cam, looking front B. Cutler might drone out right here, and at that point, I would imagine TSM's going to start to realize, yep, the drones are going to cross pass. That's a lot of info right there. Finding Steel front B, typically the A lurker. You can see TSM posturing now for this B hit.
Asuna Zek defending very close. Oh, Asuna! That is insane with the Stinger! How I don't understand at all, but his crit is so much value for his team right now. 100 Thieves looking for that Thrifty. There comes the Hunter's Fury. Hayes, he can't dodge it. He's going to go down as well. It's up to Wardell and Drone. And at this point, do you want to give up that operator? There's not even the option to save it at this point. Asuna's coming for everyone. What an insane round from Asuna. I don't think they could ever account for that, ever.
That is unreal. Getting 2 frags in the dark cover with a Stinger in hand. This was a throwaway round for 100 Thieves, and they find their 4th. Drone gonna have to save in the A side, but he's gonna get caught. Asuna coming in with the Playzilla Thrifty. He goes ult, by the way. Saved both of those players in the back of the B site. They were about to get caught, and he blind ulted the Link.
Spike planted.
That was incredible.
Oh, that's so insane. It's like every single bullet of that Stinger landed on 2 players at the same time almost. It's so hard to account for that. That's such an upsetting round for TSM. Both teams with a full buy, but TSM, as you can see, their economy really waning at this point. They're in a really bad spot as far as that is concerned. Let's see what they're able to do in this situation. Hayes with the deep dark cover. Fake TP to suggest that he's gone to the cubby position and could punish a pickup of this orb.
That might bait 100 Thieves to coming to top C, thinking they know Hayes is on top of the box.
Because he has the Phantom too, they don't know for sure like where those bullets come from.
Asuna has his run it back, and it looks like they want to attack this B side again. The trip on the A flank signifies they're probably not going to go in that direction. Wardell opping the site, but Hiko's drone making things a little very difficult for Wardell.
That's a perfect tag. It's forced Wardell out. He can't cancel the ult, and the curveball lands straight in Wardell's face. And there goes Asuna. He is devastating. He takes down 2 players with the run it back. What a beautiful conversion off of his ultimate. And now, again, TSM are in a position where retaking, it feels like it's going to be so difficult. But Drone, he sneaks through. But Dicey has the trade. Was it worth it for Drone to go for that play? We'll have to see if there's anything left to do for TSM in this round. They are saving at this point, trying to hold their ground, trying to hold on to these weapons and bring them to the next round. But TSM is actually a weird situation, Sean, because if 2 players survive here with these weapons, and they're not going to get loss bonus, their teammates are going to be on pistols. So, okay, well, that's another frag for Hayes.
Yeah, I agree, though. They're going to try to get Wardell, this operator, into the next round, and they're doing a lot of damage to the economy right now on 100 Thieves. So Hayes has that operator. They're both going to save in defender spawn. And yeah, like you said, they're going to take these 2 guns into the next round, and it might screw up the economy for TSM if things go sour here.
And this Asuna is just so deadly with these pushes. This is one of the reasons why I was highlighting him for me on Haven. He I don't know if it's this map in particular, just one of the maps he is better at than some of the others, but I just consistently see him doing things like that, and it makes a huge impact for his team. These B hits have been really strong from 100 Thieves. They also did that against pretty much every team they've played against on this map so far.
Oh, and this is the battle right here at A. Wardell has the knives. Hayes going to keep the operator at C. This is likely going to be, I don't know. I can't tell if they're just posturing to push back A, because the spike is actually still over at C. Steel put a very, very aggressive trip down.
I'm just going to say the drone is 1 pip away from a run it back as well. So if drone is going to somehow find a kill, then a run it back is available. And obviously, Steel doesn't want to give up this Vandal to anybody. Ooh, got to be careful about that one. Wardell is dangerous. And here's the creep from Asuna through to this B site. There's that wall to provide some cover, cut off the vision for TSM. Sabrosa can't find anything with his pot shots through that wall. And the spike goes down for 100 Thieves. They're looking pretty good here. How do you get back in if you're TSM?
These 2 players back B side are going to be singled out. They're both paranoid.
Oh, Wardell with a double off the Blade Storm. He's looking for more. They've managed to regain control of the site. Excellent work there so far from TSM. Oh, Wardell with number 3. He wants number 4, but Cutler's going to get it. That's insane there from TSM. We are seeing so many of these rounds get won where you don't think a team can do it. They haven't got the equipment, but they find a way. The flawless by Prime Gaming for TSM. It's a thing of beauty.
It really is, Dan, because the way TSM retook this site, the dark cover in the front, the paranoia shooting through the back, Wardell cutting the distance with the dash. It's just, they played it so perfectly. And that's part of the reason why taking the B site is so difficult. It's not getting the spike down, it's holding that spike because people are coming in from every which direction. You're so vulnerable during the retake. And you see why right then and there.
And this is the round that could, if TSM are to find a victory in this one, they can really start to get that momentum as the economy for 100 Thieves will start to tank, maybe force some ecos. Asuna is going to move his way straight into the B side. If he had not been tagged by that drone, he may have considered pushing deeper. Can still wall, though, to create some problems. And he's creating a lot of distraction here and possible rotations by all of this pressure into the B site, given how much 100 Thieves like this B site. TSM are playing retake on A, and they have a heavy setup around C and B to account for 100 Thieves' tendencies.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Steel got a lot of ground at A. He's calling the team back. But you can see, actually, Drone called Sabrosa in. They're going to have 3 people at this A site for this hit. TSM reading this very well.
And Nitro just threw his paranoia into C to try to really keep that rotation away from A. Oh, there's that old Sabrosa whipping the first few bullets there. Yeah, this is looking a bit sketchy here for TSM. You've got to be careful, but Sabrosa is able to take down Steel. Steel not having the best time so far on Haven. And this pressure from TSM's really good right now. It's really preventing 100 Thieves from taking any positions towards Hell. And as Sean mentioned, that's a very strong place to stand if you're trying to defend this site. Dicey goes through with the Spectre. But unfortunately for 100 Thieves, there's too much firepower here from TSM. Shock Dust coming through, but it's now just down to Hiko again alone. Stuck behind, in this short position. Hayes will be able to find the victory there as he takes him down.
You failed.
Those were a lot of very, very close gun battles on the retake that I feel like, 100 Thieves could have very well came out on top here, even in the 4-on-5 scenario that was created by Sabrosa. But yeah, I mean, you did mention it kind of early. When Sabrosa got locked out, it looked a little hopeless, but when he got the frag, overhealed, the power of Reyna just is so insane in a scenario like that. And here we have 100 Thieves again on a broken buy. Do they go back into this B site? What's the play for them?
Yeah, it's been a while since we saw a faster kind of C pop or something like that from them. So we've been getting all those, Nitro, Omen smokes, dark covers through to C window fairly frequently, which does allow a quick entrance to Asuna, who's made his way through Garage.
Dan, Asuna's going to flank Garage. Asuna is going to flank Garage. This is going to be a huge play.
I know exactly where you are.
As Wardell stuck on the site, able to get down Nitro, pulls out the Sheriff! Can't deal with Asuna though. And it's going to be Drone and Sabrosa on the retake. Jewel, let's see what they can do here. Able to punish that, run it back. Able to, can't quite find the body. And that's going to be the Thrifty by Playzilla. I feel like we're getting Thrifties every other round. Short, it's kind of insane. 6 rounds now for 100 Thieves against the 4 of TSM.
That one has to hurt TSM. That's another one of those rounds where you feel like the lack of a Sentinel sometimes hurts TSM. Obviously, they're greatly benefited from not having one with this setup. But that round, having Austin just lurk through Garage and flank C and get the 2K with a Stinger yet again. I mean, he is just getting behind enemy lines time and time again right now.
Looks like an A-lobby pressure is coming through from 100 Thieves early on, or at least they want to entertain that idea. But similarly, TSM looking like they want to stop that. Drone is pretty deep there. Had the support of Sabrosa. They're going to back away instantly. And they're going to make their way to A long here. So you can see this reset is going to play into the reposition of the duelists of TSM. Sabrosa and Drone waiting as they force the clearance towards the short position. They force that drone usage, which now can't be used in another spot. The question is, can Drone and Sabrosa find some value from this A-long position. Asna's going to make his way forward, but surely he's going to run into the duelists. Nitro gets the info, gets taken down though. There's a trade on the A site. Dicey trying to keep his presence alive here. Oh god, he's going to get
ulted away! He's ulted away from C. It's a C hit, Dan. Oh my goodness, he ulted away at the worst time, and Hiko knows. Hiko knows that Hayes ulted to long. Oh my goodness, this is such a weird scenario.
Perfect timing for 100 Thieves. But they're still down a man here. Ooh, this guy. Yikes. Feels bad, man, for Hazed. I was going to say it would be the 4v3 at least, but 3 versus 3. And as you say, the amount of time now to just rotate is insane. Nitro looking to play above the dark cover there by Logs. They know that he's in here. Oh, he's getting tagged, and Cutler gets it. That might actually allow them to do something here. Sabrosa coming in on the flank here. There's 2 players. If he can find these kills, oh, Steel defends. There's the trade, though. 1 more player to go. Can Hiko get this? Can he stop the defuse? Wardell's going to go for the stick. He's going halfway. He's come off a bit. He's back on it again. He's going to try to dodge, but Hiko with the Hunter's Fury locks it in for 100 Thieves. 7-4.
Wow, we've seen it all tournament long. Sabrosa on the flank, but who better to take him out than the flank master himself from 100 Thieves Steel. So aware. You can see his model turn at the last second right there. Great find by Steel. And he goes sealing the deal yet again for 100 Thieves.
Oh wow, Sabrosa is going to be kicking himself, Sean. If he kills Steel there, the round is over. TSM win it, guaranteed, and it looks so good for him. But into the next one. We'll see if TSM can make this last round of the first half count as they go real fast. 100 Thieves up C long. They haven't gone for a pace quite like this one. And Cutler's there, backside. Nitro kicks down Wardell. It's really on Cutler here, dashing out of the way. Oh man, it's looking so bad right now for TSM. Spike plant comes through. Drone creeps forwards, a bulldog in hand. Great movement, but that's going to be a wrap for the first half. 8 rounds for 100 Thieves to the 4 of TSM. TSM, they've got a job and a half on their hands here to try to convert this map.
Yeah, you felt like that half was seesawing back and forth in the early stages, even up to about the middle of the half, and then there hit a point where 100 Thieves just ran away with it, ending the half 8-4 on the attacker side of Haven. They are in such a good position right now to close out this series. Hiko knows it.
Oh, go ahead, Sean.
No, I was just gonna say Hiko knows. You could see in his face. He feels very, very good about 8 rounds on the attacker side.
Yeah, it's going to be so rough, but TSM is a team that has so much resilience, and Haven is a map where they've done it so many times before. So see what they can come up with here on their attacking side. Again, it tends to be an attacker-favored map. Very fast movement from TSM straight down sewers into that A site. There's Asuna, he's so blind, and he's got Wardell behind him. And that's going to allow for a quick advantage for TSM. Quickly traded by Dicey and Nitro, trying to hold on to this site. But in goes Jerome from the back. It's looking pretty back and forth at this point. This battle for the site here, it might be won by Cutler at this point on that Ghost. Able to take down 1 more. Oh, Dagger Dart comes out, and that's Hiko's moment to strike. And it gets even worse.
Classic Nitro with the heroic staying alive backside with 5 HP, allowing the Frenzy to rotate in. It honestly looked like TSM had this site easily, but they couldn't get the back of the site. The rotate just kept coming in 1 by 1. And it ends with Hiko taking out the fellow Sova with a jumping classic.
Hiko, man, this guy is just so hard to stop in these moments. It just feels like the more players that are dead in the round, the stronger Hiko gets. Yeah. Some kind of like correlation there. Oh, what? That's kind of, I don't know if this thing is supposed to work like that. He must have modded it or something.
He's got the mod on it. That was filthy.
That sucks for TSM, but at the very least they are on a save, so not the worst thing in the world. We'll try to find some damage here. I mean, that's the objective, right? You're looking for damage, a way to at least pressure the economy. If you manage to get a pick, you can start to think about some of the round win conditions. But it's not going their way, any kind of pick so far.
while we have a second on the C creep right here, I just saw the stat. TSM are 1-7 in pistol rounds in this series so far, Dan.
Yikes.
Cage trigger.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of crazy.
One enemy
They are unable to sort of figure out their pistols so far as a team.
Silence.
Nice damage by Cutler. Good couple Sheriff
30
kills
seconds
coming in
left.
for him. Looking to find one more. He's got a good range for this now. He finds the headshot, but that's 100 Thieves converting. 10-4 now. TSM really have their backs against the wall on this attacking side of Haven. This is map 4 of this best of 5 series. If there was a world where TSM could find a way, find a path back to a map win, it would be Icebox to decide it.
We've yet to see TSM on Icebox, so we don't even know what that would look like. But Wardell with the operator here at 10-4. There's one man that can claw TSM back in this game. We've seen him do it time and time again. Him, Drone, Sabrosa, the core of this team. Drone pushing down mid, actively looking to open this round up.
Asuna on the aggression.
I'm sorry, that's Asuna.
Yeah, it's looking really good there. Takes down
Cool.
Sabrosa. Did not expect that. Spots another. Oh my god, Hayes has no idea of that angle. That's so devastating.